Before a regular show, The Lost Tapes releases on the 11th of May, come with me to recap the most important episodes. Today's episode is one of the most critically acclaimed regular show episodes titled... This episode is a season finale of Season 7 of Regular Show, and serves both as a season finale for Season 7, but also as a send-off for the majority of side characters we've come to know and care for throughout the show. Just some context for the season before getting into this episode. Earlier in the season, we got a full Benson and Pam episode that explored their relationship. We got the history behind Lollyland, Pops' home planet, and the reveal of his powers and his destiny to an extent. And we also got one of the most pivotal points throughout the entire season, which was the mysterious red button in front of the house at the park. Cool, now that we're all caught up, we can get into today's episode. In this episode, we found out that the dome is still around the park, but the door has been opened so people can come and go freely, including the general public and also the park employees, after the initial experiment ended. And as much as this episode is mostly focused on Rigby's graduation, Eileen is graduating on the same day from college. And because of some classic regular show hijinks, Rigby has been picked by the TV show Inspiring America to give his high school's graduation speech live on television. But the real crux, the real conflict in this episode is between the two main characters, Mordecai and Rigby, which sets up the themes for this episode, which are jealousy, inspiration, growth, stagnation, and triumph. While Rigby is celebrating finally graduating from high school and having an amazing girlfriend while also preparing to give a speech on live television, Mordecai begins to reflect on his own life and the progress or lack thereof he's made in the past 7 seasons. Mordecai feels his life hasn't changed much at all since he first started working at the park. He's still single, he dropped out of college to work this job so he has no degree, and unlike his best friend, he has made no progress, or at least he feels he's made no progress in his life. And this frustration that Mordecai feels towards himself starts to bleed out, and he begins to project his lack of progression as jealousy onto Rigby. He still wants to be a good friend and he doesn't want to let anyone down. So as organizer of Rigby's after graduation party, he's still trying to make sure everything is running smoothly and that he gets everything he needs for this after party, which includes driving all the way across town, not even across town, driving all the way across the country to a coffee shop's factory or dispensary or whatever, to try and get Rigby's favorite coffee, which is out of season at the moment. So he still cares for his best friend, but that weight of the lack of progression in his life is weighing on him ever more as the episode continues. He's doing all these things out of obligation, then out of love, and being proud of his best friend. The tension in their relationship comes to a boil when Rigby asks Mordecai where he is because he needs his help writing his speech, and Mordecai, who's kind of in his feelings, doesn't really communicate properly, so Rigby lashes out at him. Mordecai ends up tossing the cup on his way back. He does go back to pick them up, but we only find this out later. It finally comes time for Rigby to give his graduation speech, but it's incomplete because he didn't have the help he needed from Mordecai, who was busy on the out-of-season coffee side quest. So Rigby flops his speech hard, and he ends up running off stage before even completing it. Him and Mordecai meet up and make up. Him and Mordecai make up backstage, and Mordecai actually gives him one of the busted out-of-season coffees he went to salvage, and this gives Rigby the motivation he needs to deliver one of the best speeches probably in Continental's history.
I'm not good at this kind of thing. I'm not good at a lot of things. I wasn't even good at high school, but that didn't matter. I just wanted to accomplish something. And yeah, maybe at first I was just trying to impress my girlfriend.
A speech about hard work, perseverance, and self-improvement just for its own sake. And also having a healthy support system to help you through difficult times. But all this excitement is short-lived because all the park employees get a message saying that they need to return to the park immediately. They couldn't even let Rigby and Eileen have the day or just a few hours to celebrate. But once they get there, they receive a message that they need to press the red button that's been lingering across the entire season since the initial dome experiment. And as soon as they press the button, it's liftoff into space and into the final season of Regular Show. And at the end of this episode, we even get special space-themed outro music. At least Rigby got Eileen. I believe this episode does the best job possible in highlighting Rigby's character development throughout all these seasons. I mean, when you look at Rigby from season 1 and compare him with Rigby in this episode.
How come you're not dead yet? I'll kill you! Let my success today lift you up so that you too can do great, hard things. And after you, more people.
It's basically two totally different characters. And so to an extent, I understand why Mordecai felt the way that he did. But, you know, as his best friend, it was only right that he came around towards the end. The next episode I'll be covering, which I was actually supposed to cover like 2 episodes ago, but is all 3 format wars in one episode. So yeah, get ready for that episode next.